It's Christmas time. It's Dave Scott from Hub Media, joined by Randy Hummel from Classy FM. This is our monthly show. We're doing our December show. We're all decked out for Christmas. I got my plaid. Randy's got his red on. He's actually, I know a lot of people don't know this. Thanks for pointing that out. Randy is a Santa helper. He's Santa's helper. And I've asked Randy a special request for this Christmas show. Find out what Santa's top 5 Christmas songs are. How'd you make out, Randy?
Well, thank you very much, Dave. Pretty good. These are some really great songs that Santa's favorites. And of course, right at the top of the list, we have, of course, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And that is Santa's #1 Christmas song, because without Rudolph, Rudolph leads the sleigh tonight. Yeah. And hey, so Rudolph, I'm Randolph.
So that's your favorite reindeer right there, isn't it?
But I don't have a red nose, so I can't lead Santa at Christmas time. Anyway, #2, Santa's favorite, is an old Bing Crosby tune, White Christmas. And of course, here Santa is calling for the weather people, let us truly have a white Christmas. And speaking of White Christmas, Bing Crosby recorded that back in the year of 1954. That, to date, is still the best-selling single of all time. Over 70 million copies worldwide sold. How good is that?
I had no idea. That's incredible. No. Wow.
I know that, and all due respect, I know that 1989, Taylor Swift, she's making inroads on that 70 million copies with her 1989 sales, but we'll see what happens. #3, this one everyone will love. Santa's third favorite, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Ooh.
Hey.
I would have thought that would have been #1, to be honest.
That's what I thought too, Dave. I thought Santa would have had that as #1.
But he's a humble guy.
Yep. And #4, this is interesting. #4, I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Well, now, how good is that one? I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
No, you know, next year we're going to have to ask Mrs. Claus her 5 favorites, because I don't know if that one's going to be on there.
That's right. Yeah, I think that might be down the list a bit when Mrs. Claus sees that. And #5 that Santa has picked, and this is a good one too. It's totally instrumental, but it's a song that everyone can identify with. Again, the year here was 1954, the original version put out by Leroy Anderson. There have been a number of artists and instrumental compositions throughout the years called Sleigh Ride, but Santa has chosen the original version, 1954, Sleigh Ride by Leroy Anderson. In fact, I think I have a copy of I have a copy of that right there. 1954, Leroy Anderson, Sleigh Ride.
Excellent. Now,
and there you have it, Dave. There's our top 5 Christmas songs from Santa Claus. Wow.
Can I ask you a follow-up question on this?
Yeah.
Now, this is for my own curiosity. I'm curious, does Santa still have the vinyl, or does he stream all these now?
Actually, Santa still has all the vinyl.
Ooh.
Yeah. The 33 1/3, even some of the 45s. Some of the 45s include Burl Ives' rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's a great song. And of course, he also has Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yep.
I kind of think, Dave, that Santa certainly has Burl Ives in his heart for his top 5 songs. Wouldn't you agree?
Totally. Burl Ives, you got to have some Burl Ives at Christmas. You know, you hear it on all the stations, but you got to have a little Burl Ives in there, because it's just, it doesn't feel like Christmas unless there's a Burl Ives tune playing in the background somewhere.
Oh, that's for sure, Dave. And of course, too, at Christmas time, Christmas also is for our pets.
What? You've got music for your your cats? Is that what
Yeah.
I'm?
Yeah, this is music
Wow.
for little Mandy cat, but it can apply to the little puppies too. It's a wonderful compilation of different Christmas tunes, both popular and both religious.
There you go. Randy
Cute
takes
little,
care of
cute little.
everybody.
So pets indeed too are family, as we all know.
Now, have you ever DJ'd a pet dance? I'm just curious.
Uh,
They're
no,
probably coming. They're probably out
no,
there,
not
aren't they?
not yet, Dave. But I have DJ'd in the past. I've DJ'd on occasion through the Simcoe and District Humane Society. I've done some very nice dances for them, and looking forward to more dances coming up in 2024. Should be great.
Excellent. And that's I'm glad you brought that up about pets, because that's one of the things too. You always want to grab your pet something at Christmas as well. Just they're part of the family. Make sure you grab them a little treat or something just to go along with the festive spirit. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. This Christmas, Dave, I'll share with you because Mandy's sleeping upstairs. We got her a beautiful little throw. It's a deluxe wool throw for her little circular bed that she likes to sleep on in front of the fireplace in the family room. And she's nice and cozy there, but her little gray bed is getting kind of what they call shop worn. So, but this throw is just dynamic. She'll love it, and she'll be nice and cozy and warm through the Christmas and winter months.
I got it. And another follow up there. I'm curious about the streaming, because there's a lot of music now is being streamed, kind of like our podcast. People can watch it wherever and listen to it. But what have you got any statistics on that? Like I've never really followed through, and we haven't really talked much about it. But I'm sure at Christmas time, a ton of that streaming goes on, does it not?
Oh, absolutely, Dave. And we're right in the heart of it here. Streaming. There's so much streaming going on today with music. It's unbelievable. I just want to share quickly, Dave, with our audience. I want to give them the 10 most streamed artists on Christmas themed playlists. And this is right around the world. And these are in the exact order of importance for the number of streaming. So say if I say like a Bing Crosby is number 6 or 7 in the top 10, then you'll know that, wow. But even to be honored to be in the top 10 most streamed songs, showing the artist only on this playlist around the world, that's accomplishment plus. So here we go. The 10 most streamed artists on Christmas this year, right at the top. Well, actually, I'm going to start at the bottom, 10,
number 10,
and go right up to number 1. Number 10, Canada-made Justin Bieber. Number 9, Andy Williams. Of course, Andy Williams has given us many, many great Christmas hits. It's the most wonderful time of the year. One of his nice ones there.
Yeah.
Number 8, Elvis Presley. Of course, Elvis. Now, here we're looking at the first 3. We have 2 artists there in the 50s and 60s.
Yep.
We have Justin Bieber at number 10, current. The next, number 7, is current. Adriana Grande. Okay.
Yeah.
She's put out some really nice Christmas tunes. Number 6, Nat King Cole. Oh, yes. So here again, we're going back, dipping back into the 50s and 60s. Number 5, Pentatox.
Okay.
I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah.
And they are a team of 5 singers, and they create beautiful harmonies of Christmas music. If you ever get a chance to listen to them, it is so gracious. A totally different form of music, but they do it upright. Sitting at number 4, of course, Mariah Carey. And All I Want for Christmas Is You. The original version of that, Dave, for our listeners, 1984. She brought that back last year of Christmas of 2022. And that pole vaulted right to the top of the Billboard Top 100 Christmas Songs for last year. Number 3, chairman of the board, Old Blue Eyes,
Nice.
Frank Sinatra. Oh, yes. And Frank, he's had a number of Christmas hits. Here's his CD here. Frank Sinatra at his very, very best. Just a few songs. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. He does a great version there, Dave, of the Little Drummer Boy. Oh, and of course, he steals one from Dean Martin, and they were good buddies in their singing careers. I Got My Love to Keep Me Warm. Frank Sinatra. How good is that?
I'm going to give you a quick little Frank Sinatra story, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So I read this morning, Burt Reynolds was dating Dinah Shore in the 70s, I think 71, 75. And him and Frank Sinatra became really good friends. And one of the stories that he shared was he went to the studio one day. Frank was doing an album, and he said it was just incredible to watch. Frank went in, poured himself a drink, lit a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
They played the song through once or twice. He turned. He said he had such a musical gift. He turned and looked at the oboe player and said, "You're off just a bit. Tune that."
Wow.
And he said the oboe player tuned it and nailed it, right? And he said, that's how much, Burt Reynolds said, that's how much he was in tune with his music. Like, that's how, how he could hear things, right? So differently than anybody else. But just the oboe being out just a hair, he knew. And I thought, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just thought that when you said Sinatra, I read that story recently, and I thought, man, wouldn't you have loved to have been a fly on the wall for some of these older artists, just to sit there and listen to see those events unfold, right? The way the music came out.
Absolutely. And of course, we can't forget Elvis, his White Christmas album in vinyl and CD. He covers it all. There's just really a great compilation of Christmas hits, Elvis Presley. Okay, we are at number 2 right now. And this right here, as I mentioned earlier, Bing Crosby and White Christmas. This has sold over 70 million copies worldwide, is the number 1 song ever with those amount of purchases, over 70 million. Bingo. Merry Christmas.
Crazy.
Wow. That is fantastic. And now we get to number 1. Well, how good is this? We have at number 1, Michael Bublé.
What?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Number 1, Michael Bublé, Canadian.
That's the most streamed song, eh?
Wow. I kid you not. Once again, reviewing, these are the 10 most streamed artists on Christmas-themed playlists. And this is around the world, not just Canada, not just the U.S. This is right across the entire world. Michael Bublé, number 1.
I had no clue. That is pretty cool, man.
How good is that?
Yeah.
That's better than good.
Bublé is so good, too. I mean, I just enjoy his music. Yeah.
He basically, and I've said this numerous times before, Michael Bublé is Canada's answer to Frank Sinatra in the U.S.
Yeah, that's a good way. I like that. Yep.
His voice is very mellow. It's very soothing. And his injection of words as he's singing is so close to Frank Sinatra, but he's still unique in his own special way.
Yeah. You know what I liked about that list?
Yeah.
It went all over the place. It went from 1950s right up to Mariah Carey 84. Like, it was, I think, actually it went even further. Went to like the 2020s there. But
that's right.
It was that's a pretty good cross section. It shows people are still enjoying all varieties of Christmas music, which makes it all the more exciting, right?
That's right, Dave. Now I'd like to share with our audience the top 10 most streamed songs, but here we focus on the US.
Okay.
Starting at number 10, we have Christmas Time Is Here. This is by the Vince Giraldi Trio, and that's a great Christmas tune. Folks, if you get a chance to listen to that, it is very, very soothing. Number 9, Elvis, Blue Christmas. Number 8, Nat King Cole. I find this song, Dave, this Christmas, even though we're going back into time, still one of the most requested Christmas songs on the dance floor. It's beautiful. Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. And in the last 5 to 7 years, what they've done through high tech, again, they've incorporated Natalie Cole, the late Natalie Cole, with her late father, Nat King Cole, to combine the Christmas song. Now, back in 1991, they did the same thing when Natalie Cole, through high tech, combined with her late father to sing Unforgettable. It was the same kind of technique. And while they've now done it to the Christmas song, and if you ever get a chance to, it's going back into the time vault of music, just the best of the best. Number 7, Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Oh, yes. Number 6, Holly Jolly Christmas, Burl Ives. And here again, you were correct, Dave. Burl Ives, just a master at Christmas songs. Number 5, of course, as we mentioned, Bing Crosby's White Christmas. Number 4, Andy Williams. Oh, here's a good one. It's the most wonderful time of year. Andy, such an accomplished singer. Number 3, Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock. That is the number 1 requested song still at any of my Christmas dances. That takes the cake. It's automatic. Dance floor is loaded. Number 2, also another wonderful Christmas tune, keeping that dance floor moving like Jagger. It's called Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree with Brenda Lee.
Yep.
And that is circa 1962. How good is that? And number 1, once again, these are the top 10 most streamed songs from the U.S. for this Christmas. Number 1, All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. Well said, well done.
There you have it,
Go,
folks.
Dave.
Yeah, all the different lists. Randy's been just busy putting this all together for us. I got a couple more questions. One being, as a DJ, what is the most requested song that you get at Christmas time?
I would have to say Jingle Bell Rock, Bobby Helms.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
Jingle Bell Rock, circa 1956.
And I know that you've got a number of Christmas dances you're doing this month, and I know that you're going to be busy. But also, if folks want to get a hold of you to book you maybe for Valentine's Day or Christmas, is there a number they can call or something?
Yes. Actually, I'll give you my business line and also my email.
Sure.
My phone number is area code 519-426-4750. If by chance I'm not in, if I'm doing the Christmas gigs, please leave a short message. I do take my messages every couple of hours.
Perfect.
My email address, it's all lowercase, RH at Classy, that's Classy with a K, classyfmdj.com. Once again, that's RH at classyfmdj.com.
Okay, we got all the information we need. I got to wish you and your wife and your family just a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I want you to be safe with all these DJ shows you got coming up with the weather. and enjoy. I mean, you always bring that Christmas spirit right out front. You're ready. Look at him. Look at him. He's always ready to roll. He's always into it. So I appreciate that. And thanks again for another great year of doing podcasts with you. We always have a lot of fun. We did a ton of tributes this year, hoping we do a few less next year and get back to talking about some of the great music. I know we started to break down songs. I'm really looking forward to getting into that with you again, because the meanings are so important in society today, and it's important that we understand and appreciate the music. So Randy, on behalf of me and my family and Hub Media, thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you very much, Dave. And on behalf of our family, to you and yours, a very merry and blessed Christmas. And also, thank you very, very much from Charlane's side of the family. Thank you so much for your order of the 2 Dark Christmas cakes, keeping the memory of her late father, Charlie Robertson, alive. And I need to share this with you, with the entire community. We received a communique from the Royal Canadian Navy of Canada, and they have endorsed Charlane's Christmas cakes through her late father, because he sent Christmas cakes up until a year before his passing. Vancouver, Montreal, Saskatchewan, all of his sailor buddies. He was overseas, Royal Canadian Navy, World War II, and God bless Charlie. I know he's looking down from heaven. Thanks once again so much, Dave. Greatly appreciate the order, keeping the memory of her father alive. Thank you so much.
No, that's awesome that it was endorsed. That is so critical and so cool. Folks, if you've never had one, they make the best. Yeah. Those Christmas cakes are the best by far. I've never had one that good. Every year I bug them, make sure I get my order in so I can get a couple, and then I just consume them.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Take care. Happy holidays, bud.
You too now, and be safe on those roads.